start recording if you've not done that. Progress right on track. We'll go ahead and short shift up to 4th gear. And we want to be on this side of the merge line all the way up to turn 3. Now, one thing that we didn't point out before, that I'll point out now, is as we start to go faster, this is a bit of a blind approach, so we do have a cone to the left that says brake, and that's just a reference for where you should start braking. You know, braking a little earlier than that is okay as well, so just be aware of that. We'll take a nice easy warm-up lap, try to replicate my line, anywhere I'm turning my car in from, how I'm unwinding off the corner, and most importantly, how I'm touching apex curves. So we're going to take it easy this first lap, just make sure we're doing everything right. Touching the curb there, the chicane. We want to miss the curb with the white and pink cone by a couple feet, just so it gives us a good approach down the hill to the right. And then we're going to look for as straight as line as possible as we're up on these curves through the roller coaster. And then we'll go straight in a couple feet off this white and pink near apex cone. That's what we call those, near apexes. Up to the middle, down to 3rd gear, and then down to the apex here. And we'll accelerate off this corner, click up to 4th gear just as we go up the hill. Cruise on up here to the left. Want to be on the left side prior to the turn-in cone, looking up to the right, balancing lightly on the brake to help the car turn. Looking up ahead to 5B, we'll brake very lightly, downshift to 3rd gear, help the car turn, and we'll accelerate out to the left side, up to 4th gear. Then lightly on the brakes, just balancing the car down into turn 6. We'll slow the car down, downshift to 3rd gear, look to the right, look around the corner, clip our apex curve, and unwind out. Now you're doing pretty good there, Bob, but you could be a little bit better with your apex curves, okay? General line up to 4th and then down to 3rd on the middle, the little straightaway. Looking all the way around to the right, scanning for, well, this is 1B, and then we're heading up into turn 2. Go ahead and squeeze a little throttle, accelerate up to 4th gear. Accelerate up to 5th gear, and we'll slow down and downshift to 4th. Looking right. Balance lightly on the brake to help it turn, get all the way into the curb, and then we'll unwind and accelerate. That was well done, Bob. Okay, light brake pressure here, very light. Now, Tom and Steve, don't feel like you need to keep up, okay? Just hit your marks. I know where you're at, so go your own speed and worry about what you need to do. Okay, we'll gather up when we have a chance. Down to 3rd, looking left here, Bob. Bring it down to the apex. Okay, looking for that straight shot before we go up the hill here. Looking up to the left. And then light on the brakes up here into 5A. Balancing gently. Okay. Wide to the left, drag the brakes down to 3rd. Clip the apex curve. We'll accelerate out. Up to 4th gear before the king. Lightly on the brake, looking left. Here in 6. We want to be a little tighter to that apex there, Bob. You missed that one by solid 5 feet. Good job in 7. Okay, up to 4th and then slowing down to 3rd. Looking across to the right. Looking all the way through these corners. Alright, so Bob, just a heads up. We're going to gather our group up here. Alright, we're going to travel down this right side, slow the vehicles down to pretty much a stop, and then we'll do one more lap once we have everyone on the same page here. So Tom and Steve, just keep hitting your marks back there. I can see you guys going down that straightaway. Look around the corners there. Okay, looking for those apexes back there, Tom. Try to look up to the left as you're coming up to turn 2, and you'll see that red car. I want you to join in line behind that red car, okay? We'll pull over there to the right. Same with you, Steve. We'll get gathered up. All right, let's get going again here, Bob. We'll head back to the turn-in cone, so follow me. Looking across to the right. Okay, nice straight shot through here, lightly on the brake, balancing down to the right. Okay, eyes up through here. Clipping each of these apex curves pretty good, and then right after that one we slow down to third, look across, let it up to the middle, create that diamond shape through this bowl corner, and then we'll look into the top of the hill. Accelerating. Slowing down. You're a little offline coming into 5A. You're a little shallow, so we need to be a little further to the left to set up for that turn-in cone. Down to third, looking right, and we were shallow into this corner as well, Bob. So I'm actually going to slow down just a touch, Bob, because there's a few mistakes being made on this full lap. You need to open up your vision a little bit more and use the width of the track to your advantage a little bit better, okay? Not enter corners, you know, say from 2 to 3 feet off that outside edge. Wherever there's a turning cone, make sure we go to the turning cone and we come down to this apex here. Okay, so just keep an eye out for that. Open up your peripheral vision so you can see your turning cone a little bit sooner, okay? And that's what I want you to work at while you're in the back, is just being a little bit more precise with that, setting up for that corner entry a little bit. So just be aware, Steve, you do need to keep your spacing between the cars. Okay, so go ahead and stay to the right for me, Bob. Good job. Tom, follow me. And Steve, you're going to be in the middle. Just slow down a little bit for me, Bob, and we'll get the group gathered up. Come on up here, Tom. All right, bringing it into the apex, Tom. Turn it. Turn. Well, okay, so when I said turn, Tom, you actually started to accelerate a little bit, okay? Clip the curves down through here. Turn the wheel. Turn the wheel more. I want you to work on steering the car a little bit better. Down to third. Turn the steering wheel to the apex here. All the way in. Turn, turn, turn. See, you're missing your apexes because you're not turning the wheel quite enough. Up to fourth. Back up here to the left. Lightly on the brake. Look up to the right. All right, Tom. So we're going to work on this next lap, okay? So I want you to make sure that you're turning enough. So you go from this turning cone, look at my right tires. Turn the steering wheel until you're where I'm at. Okay, that's better. Then come around to this one, look at my right tires. Now watch my left tires through this apex right here. Okay? See that? I want you to work at that, okay? Let's accelerate up to fourth gear. Accelerate up to fifth gear. Eyes up. And as you slow down, downshift to fourth, look around to the right. Ride the brake pedal gently in, turning all the way to where I'm at. There you go, that's better. Now we'll unwind and accelerate. There we go, that's better. Okay, straight shot through here, light brakes, look around to the right, turn your head and look through these corners. Okay, accelerate a bit. We can feather in and out of the gas down through here, get up on these curves through the roller coaster. Okay, light on the brakes down to third, look off your left shoulder, let it float up to the middle, then turn the steering wheel until you get to where I'm at right now. Okay, now accelerate up to fourth gear. Good, look up to the left. Okay, be prepared for what we're approaching. We're going to go from this turning cone to this turning cone up here. Okay, light brakes, look up to the right, Tom, turn up on the curb. Okay, now a little bit of throttle, light brakes down to third. Bring it in gradually, and then accelerate out to the left. You're doing better, okay? We got your eyes up, we got that steering working, up to fourth gear. Okay, down here, you don't need to slow down a lot, just balance the car into the apex curve, and then slow down to third, look right, turn to the apex curve, and then straighten the wheel and accelerate out. Light on the brake here, downshift to third gear, look around to the right, balance the car gently on the brake pedal.
Oh, I'm missing it.
Accelerating off to fourth gear. Good. Now as you straighten the wheel, you can accelerate out, Tom. Looking across to the right. Ease back on the power a little, and then in the gas a little bit. It's kind of in and out of the throttle down through there. Good. Light brakes down to third. Look off your left shoulder. Or add your steering. Bob, you need to make sure that you're in fourth gear down through the roller coaster. You're gear low that time. Looking up to the left here, Tom. Okay, looking up to the right. Light brakes. Look all the way around these corners. Good. Out wide to the left, down to third gear. Back to the apex of 5B. Good. Accelerate out. Up to fourth gear. Light on the brakes here, looking left. Okay, down to third gear. Looking across. Good job. Unwind to the left and accelerate. Up to fourth. Good. Looking right. Get to this apex here. That'll open up your approach to the next one. All right, nice job. Let's do a rotation. Pull to the right, Tom. Slow down, get on your brakes, and pull to the back of our group. You're waiting on the red car. You need to slow down more. Watch your right side. You're almost in the gravel there, Tom, so just be aware of that. Get those eyes up, okay? Keep working on that stuff we worked at when you were behind me, okay? Looking through the corners, adding your steering, getting your apexes, okay? Overall, you did good once you got behind me. All right, Steve, straight shot through here. Should be in fourth gear, folks. So, again, Bob, you should be in fourth gear down through the roller coaster here. Okay, looking across, down to third, from the middle, down to the apex. Up to fourth. Okay, looking up to the left. And just as a reminder, Tom, you should be looking all the way up past the next car that's in front of you. Okay, light on the brakes here. Good, wide to the left, down to third gear, Steve. Okay, up to fourth. Bob, you need to get your apex back. You came into 5B shallow, and you missed your apex completely. Okay, slow it down to third. Looking right, Steve.
Missed it again.
Up to fourth gear, Steve. Okay, down to third, looking across. Up to fourth on the front straight. Now, again, Tom, you need to be paying attention to where you're at and where you need to put your car before you go into the corner. So you have to get to your turning before you turn to the front. Looking to the right. Doing good, Steve. Keep up the good work. Okay, looking across. Up to fourth. Okay, light on the brakes, looking to the left here, Steve. Okay, looking across to the right. Okay, down to third. Look all the way across the corners here. Alright, we're going to gather our group up here, so we'll slow our speed a little bit. Stay behind me, Steve. You're doing good, Steve. You need to pay attention to your gearing, though. You sometimes are a gear low. Like when you went down through the roller coaster that last lap, you're in third gear. Okay, so you're going to run the risk of hitting the rev limiter. Make sure when you get on the straightaway here, folks, we pull to the right behind the group. Okay, just slow it down back there, get gathered up, Tom. So Steve, you're going to stay to the right. I'm going to make up another lap with Bob since we only did 2 laps with him behind me, okay? And so just be aware of that. Follow me over here to the left, Bob and Tom. Steve, stay to the right until the blue 22 goes by. Hey, get going there for me. Tom, I did call you over to the left. All right, thank you. All right, let's get going here. All right, looking across. Okay, again, guys, this is 4th gear where my Camaro is at, 4th gear. Then we go down to 3rd into the bull. Looking left now. This is a heads up. Tom, you should be looking where my Camaro is at. That's how far ahead you should be planning. All right, let's get going here, Bob. Bob, you need to be a little bit more precise with your line, a little bit more open with your vision. Okay, what I mean by that is we come up here, you're making a mistake in this next corner because you may be looking straight ahead of the car. Look up to the left, fight your turn-ins, and get your eyes moving across the corner to sight the apex. Clip the curb, and then straighten the wheel out, okay? So good, that was better. Looking up ahead of us here, and as we come down to the right, look across to the left, balance lightly on the brake. You missed your apex by another 5 feet there at 6. Okay, so we got to really focus on making sure we're getting to every single apex. Okay, light on the brakes. Okay, looking across. Just stay behind me here. We'll focus. Down to 3rd, looking across to the left. Up to 4th gear. Okay, slowing it down, looking up to the right. Okay, like I was talking about before, scan all the way across these corners. That's better, Bob. Down here, we're going to slow it down a little bit because I want you to get this corner right. You keep missing this apex over here to the left in 6th, and this one's very important because it sets you up for the next corner. So we have to get over to the curb there on the left and hold left, so that way it straightens out your braking zone a lot sooner for this important corner in turn 7. Okay, so we're going to slow our speed just a little bit, and we're going to get a group gathered up. And we're going to get prepared to exit. So let's go ahead and get our right turn signals on. Just to signify that we are exiting the track. And we'll slow our speed so we can maneuver through the chicane. Overall, though, guys, pretty good job. Just be aware. If you're making mistakes on certain corners, you're missing apexes, whatever the case may be, slow down, work on your vision, and get the information a little sooner. So just continue to follow me here, folks. We're going to take you over to the oval exercise, okay? So we're going to go over to the oval, and those guys are going to work with you on your visual scanning and your bounce. Just stay with me here. When we go over to the oval, I'm going to get you kind of lined up, and they'll stagger you into your parking spot. But what I want you to work at here on the oval is going to be your visual scanning and your balancing, getting that precise line, the precise turn-ins, the precise apex, all that good stuff. Get that dialed in. Okay, guys, you're going to cycle in line right behind you. Okay, so park to the right side of me here. You're going to tuck in line right behind the cars that are in front of you and stand by for further instructions from the other group. All right. Just hang tight, relax, decompress a little bit, think about what I was talking about with each of you.